time limit. Introducing the challenger for the belt at 261 pounds. Out of the streets of New York City, King Konga. And the champion at 234 pounds from Memphis, Tennessee, the King, Jerry Lawler. One fall. 30-minute time limit for the Southern Heavyweight Championship. The referee is Jerry Calhoun.
Okay, the colorful cape of Lawler is off. Konga pulling off those studded collars and bracelets that he has, and his vest of chains. We're about ready to do it if he'll get rid of that stuff. What a haircut, huh?
Yeah. I'd like to know his barber, so I'll be sure not go there.
Okay, we're about ready for it. This is for television, a one-fall 30-minute Southern Heavyweight title match. And here we go, the King out. Jerry must be pumped up. Boy, he's out in a hurry. You know, usually Jerry's a very slow starter. Well, that didn't look like too fast to start, but it's only the beginning, folks.
The King's giving away weight here today, quite a bit of weight. He's almost 30 pounds. Konga weighing in at 261. They tangle in the middle of the ring, and Konga again shoves Lawler down to the mat. That's twice already in the match that Lawler's found himself there, and we're only about 40 seconds into it. Konga has him off the mat, up in the air, and he slams him. Jerry Lawler, for the third time in the match, has found himself in the unaccustomed position of being on the mat. Still not in danger of a pin at any of those 3 times, but on the mat nonetheless. Southern Heavyweight belt at stake. Lawler in the air again. Konga tosses him about a fourth of the way across the ring, and Lawler again bounces on the boards. Konga taunting him, saying, "Come on, stand up, King."
Well, Konga's got it going right at the moment, but it is a long way from being over, Putnam. You and I both know, Dave, that Lawler has tremendous recuperative powers. He'll eat a few to learn something and see what he can do with it.
Lawler hanging back close to the corner. Konga talking to the crowd. Konga, again, paying more attention to the crowd than he is his opponent.
Mistake.
Yep.
Really. Lawler put to the midsection. Doesn't back Konga up. Not one bit.
There's King Konga. There's a boot of Jerry Lawler to the midsection again, and Konga not shaken by it. King Konga. Lawler almost back into the corner. Lawler reverses on him, puts Konga back in the corner. Crowd says, yeah, use that right hand. Lawler does, but again and again, it does not faze Konga. King Konga steps out of the corner very slowly and calmly. Look at the size difference here. You get a good idea of that 30-some pound weight advantage that Konga has on Lawler. Lawler backed into the ropes again. Ooh. Right hand by Konga.
The arms on that guy and the mass up there. He's not necessarily a bodybuilder's type body. He's just massive. He's got good muscle definition in spot, but he sure is massive. Whoa.
Lawler back on the ropes. Konga forces him back into a corner and swings that right fist, that gloved right fist, I might add. As we approach 4.5 minutes of the action, so far, it has been all the challenger, King Konga. There's a little change as Lawler slams his head into the turnbuckle. But again, doesn't upset Konga. He slams his own head into the turnbuckle.
Kind of quieted the crowd. They were all hopped as Jerry started an offensive effort. Konga just shook it off.
Out near the center of the ring. Konga goes for the throat, picks Lawler up by the throat in a choke. Referee starts the count, and just before the count of 3, Konga just drops Lawler. 5 minutes gone. Remember, the time limit for this one is 30 minutes as the Southern Heavyweight Championship is on the line. That's the champion who's just been body slammed again. King Konga drops down. Lawler picked up by the hair. Shot of that head bouncing off the turnbuckle, and I think maybe he got his attention that time. The strap comes down, and the King comes back. Konga being shaken by the right hand thrown by Lawler. And that one got him off his feet. Boy, that brings the crowd to their feet as Lawler has turned the tables on Konga. Smacking him with that right hand, a referee trying to get him to stop that and keep the fist open. 6 minutes gone.
Remember, our time is a special television time for the Southern Heavyweight title. One fall 30 minutes rather than the traditional 60 minutes.
Look out, Zambui Express. The match is over. Oh, what is that? Listen, a lot of the other guys are in here. The A-Team, Pat Hutchinson, Lou Winston, Joe LeDuc.
Yeah.
They are blocking the door to prevent help from getting in here to Lawler.
Let anybody else in. There's LeDuc and Big Lou Winston and Hutchinson, the A-Team over there. So that Jameson trying to get in, Bugsy McGraw. They're trying to battle their way in. Meanwhile, the Zambui and Konga pounding away on the King.
There's the door being barred by Rick Rude and the A-Team. That's one of the doors. There's another one, but that one is being barred by some other members of the family.
Yeah, there's 2 entrances, and they took care of any help coming in.
Yeah.
As they sealed it off with chairs and chains and bodies. People trying to bust through, and they finally got the door open. Lawler really hammered up. He's bleeding in the ring. He was banged around viciously by the Zambui and by King Konga. We've got a skirmish going on over at the big door. Bugsy McGraw busting through. And here comes Dirty Rhodes, David Johnson, some others. Ken Raper. As Konga working on Lawler continues, Jerry, blood out of that right eye and down by his right nostril where he was hammered around. And LeDuc and company take off as the Idol comes in. And Jerry pounded around pretty good after the Zambui Express interfered in the match. He got things going. Dutch Mantell was saying we couldn't get in. They had the doors held up in there. Disqualification. Yeah, Dave, what kind of time you got?
All right, the time was 6 minutes, 26 seconds when they jumped in there. And Lawler is still the Southern Heavyweight Champion. I think we see the turning point of the match at the point where...
Championship Wrestling.
Let me just say this. Let me say this right now. That's a very nice card. That's a lot of exciting matches. But that's still not all, because I've just been talking to Eddie Marlin back there, and we've just added another match. After all of this is over, we're going to get King Konga's big butt back in that ring, and this time, brother, I'm going to have my friends on hand, because Eddie Marlin has just added a lumberjack match to the end of that card. Against Konga, and we're going to have people like Austin Idol and Dutch Mantell and Bugsy McGraw surrounding the ring. And Konga, that's going to keep you in, and Zambui Express and the rest of that jerks back there, that's going to keep you out. So all in all, this looks like, as Bart likes to say, the greatest day of my life tomorrow afternoon.
Coming up with a dynamite card and then another addition in there, a lumberjack match.
Yeah, and I'm glad about it. You know, there's one thing that Jerry Lawler and us now have in common. And you can take a look way back in history when we tried to beat each other's brains out, darling. You see, there's one thing we've got in common, darling. We don't mind sweating and we don't mind bleeding. The only thing we ask is that we get our turn at bat. You know what I'm saying? And tomorrow afternoon, darling, me and the King are going to get our turn at bat. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking small time Zambui Express, King Konga. Oh, no. We ain't talking Bush League. Oh, no. We ain't talking big time. We're talking Memphis, Tennessee. We're talking about the home of the King. We're talking about now the home, away from home of the Idol, darling. And Sunday, darling, I can't wait, you see, because the old thing is, the old thing is, you either soar with the eagles or you scratch with the chickens. And tomorrow, darling, we're going to soar awfully high.
Hey! One more thing to add. My head's been busted before, and it'll probably be busted again, but I'm not like Rick Rude. I don't claim to be a pretty boy. I don't try to win any beauty contest. As Austin Idol said, I don't mind bleeding, brother. But tomorrow, Zambui Express and King Konga, we're going to see the color of your blood, brother.
Ooh.